Welcome, Tara Miamore, on the beach here. This is going to be our Cancer heart spread for the last half of March 2021. Yeah, I'm going to try to get out of the way a little bit. We had to get away from the shores people here at the beach club, plus it's kind of windy and it's really making the mic pick up the more wind and voice. Oh, try and get it in there. Yeah, I was busy with family today, picking this up. Dad's visiting. He's a shaman. It's like super cool. Your sister's here. He's a real deal, people. Good shaman. Oh, no whammies on me yet, but he could. I'm telling you. I think shaman are like so different than what Western people we think of. More like healers. A lot of times. Yep. So, we're gonna get down to business here for our Cancer friends. This is the heart spread. This is about you and whoever it is you think of when you think of someone in relationships. You're gonna have the Four of Swords coming in. Your person's coming in as the Fool. I love it when you come in as the Fool. Thank you, person. Not always good in terms of a relationship, but you know, when you come in as the Fool, you're probably going to have fun. So at least you got that. That's what I look at. Now you're showing up in a relationship with the Nine of Cups. They're showing up as the Emperor. Your advice, personal advice in the relationship for you, is the Page of Pentacles. Kind of a similarity. I like it in the advice. And their advice is the Eight of Pentacles, personally in the relationship. This is the advice for the relationship, Knight of Cups. And the Three of Pentacles is the outcome. Okay. It's not Three of Pentacles. You know, it's not the Two of Cups are an outcome. But I like it. So, it's offhand immediately. You're coming in with the Four of Swords. Probably the Three of Pentacles means the good news is you have a relationship, the Knight of Cups, that's going to be emotional in spite of all these pentacles. Maybe this is also his advice is like be more emotional. Try to be more emotional. I think that's kind of what your Nine of Cups is getting at too. And maybe your person is... maybe they're not being emotional and you need them to be. So with this Knight of Cups, the advice is for the relationship, so it could be to either person. So with your advice personally being the Page of Pentacles, I think two things need to happen, because this looks a little bit simple here, what the cards are trying to say anyway, is you come in needing healing. And when you're in this relationship, you're feeling emotional. I mean, yeah, it's a personal emotional fulfillment. But here in this position, it's like you might want to relax, almost like swoon into someone's arms, you know. And so with this kind of energy, you might, and this would be the Emperor, your person showing up as the Emperor, so Aries, but very strong and like they can support you. And so I think there's a little balance here where you're being asked to support yourself some, and maybe just with a start. And I don't think this is about money. I think this is about like energetically get some kind of grounding, so that maybe this is the 10th cup, so that you don't need so much to lean on them. I know it's a little bit weird interpretation maybe for the Nine of Cups, but I think they're in this position, even if it had been down here, it could go different, but because you're in a relationship, this is not not saying you're not personally fulfilled in a relationship, but I think that's what it's indicating. And I think it could be part of this is like you just need time, and you were really knocked for a loop from the past thing, right? And so I think they come in kind of carefree is what's saying here. They don't have this baggage from the past for whatever reason. and they're strong, and their advice is to keep to work, and on the relationship, and the advice for the relationship is to work. So I kind of see them as you're kind of leaning on them in this relationship. Okay, and I think it's okay, like like the codependence thing, because I think that's what you're working on. Like there's a little bit of that in something, but with the Three of Pentacles, it's you're going to get it right, and you're both going to work together, and this is doing good work. And this is, neither one of you might be aware of any of this, and you would be doing this anyway, by this person being strong, and the advice to them is don't be rigid, don't be too controlling, don't give a little bit. And their advice is they're going to have to soften a little bit and be a little bit more emotional. Come to this Knight of Cups, advice for the relationship. And for you, it's maybe be more direct with your emotional needs, and part of that Ace of Pentacles advice. And you could say the Knight of Cups is, there's your Ten of Cups. It's another, he's carrying that one cup forward, for both of you. So it's almost like the advice is for you to kind of rein in your emotions a little bit, balance it, and get that control. And for your person to just open up a little bit. It may be the hardest, they might be that person, it's the hardest thing in the world for them. They can take care of everything. The hardest thing in the world for them is to really be emotionally vulnerable. A good start for them is maybe just kind of, when they do feel emotionally vulnerable, share it. That might just open that up. Like that might be with the Knight of Cups in action, the act of sharing your emotions. And it gets both of you working together on the relationship. So that removes any kind of toxic or a codependent kind of energy, and puts it into both of you doing work on the relationship, which is great. So Cancer, this looks like this is a really nice reading for a heart spread. So congratulations, and let me know. Thank you.